as we head now to the locker room in Knoxville, where Ben Howland joins us to talk about the game. You and I talked about turnovers and the need to cut them back tonight. Just wonder, as you look at the box score, is that the biggest culprit that kept you from getting a win in Knoxville tonight?
Yeah, 18 turnovers is going to be hard to win anywhere on the road, much less a really good, Tennessee team that's 11th in the net. And we got to shoot foul shots better to win, and we got to make some shots. And we missed a number of shots at the rim that we've got to be able to finish better. We had a chance to go a 7-point lead on a wide open three by DJ. That was a tough break because we were really playing well. It was 44-40, and they came back and got multiple shots back-to-back times to go tie the game up at 44 all with about 6 minutes to play. We were right there, ready to make a move, and just couldn't get that one big shot to go down for us to give us a little breathing room. And again, they're a very good team. Give them credit. I thought that Abdul was tremendous today on the glass with 12 rebounds, 7 of them on offense, I think. And I thought that Quentin Post gave us a huge lift, as I heard you talking about him as I came aboard here, with 10 rebounds in his minutes. So he definitely is earning more playing time based on his performance against a very good team tonight, and I'm pleased about that. We started Cameron today, and I thought our team defense, the last 2 games, is the best defense we played all year. I mean, we're playing at Alabama, at Tennessee, 2 of the top 3 teams in our league, along with Missouri, and had chances in both games to win on the road. We just got to do a few things a little better to be able to complete the task.
Well, and to speak to that team defense, you played the bulk of the first half tonight without Iverson Molinar because of foul trouble. Tolu Smith had to sit for part of that half too because of foul trouble, yet your guys that stepped in his stead, or in the stead of those 2 guys, kept Tennessee to where they couldn't extend the lead, and tonight held them to 37% shooting, a team that's been pretty good this year.
Yeah, and Davon was very good, especially in the first half. He came in, gave us a huge lift, made some really nice passes, played very good defense, pushed the ball. He really did a good job pushing the issue in transition. So I was pleased with his play as well today.
Thank you.
We'll start the media portion with Joel Coleman. Joel, go ahead.
Ben, I know, especially the last couple of games in particular, Ole Miss too. I mean, Ole Miss is a quality team defensively, especially, and of course Alabama and Tennessee, we all know what they are. Just looking at their rankings and what they've done this year too. So 3 tough games in a row. I'm just curious. You've talked before a lot about the youth of this team. Just how do you go about making sure that they don't get discouraged, and start looking at tournament pictures or what may or may not be, and just keeping their heads in the game the rest of the year kind of thing? Is that a worry for you? Just where do you feel like this team's at mentally right
You know what? That is a great question, and the fact that we have such high character kids that are really good kids, phenomenal leadership within the team amongst the players, starting with DJ and Abdul. I think we'll bounce back and have a great effort and practice on Thursday. Tomorrow we have to take off, and then we'll have another practice in preparation for Iowa State on Friday and play, in the Big 12 Challenge on Saturday at home. I think it's at 5 o'clock, something like that. But I think our guys, we have so many new guys. This is their first time for many of them playing in the SEC. So, you can see it's a very, very difficult league, night in and night out. And, the last 2 games, we've really brought a great effort each and every night. And if we continue to do that, we're going to be rewarded for it here moving forward. We've just got to, execute a little better and take better care of the ball. Those are the 2 biggest things.
Just a reminder to queue your questions up for Coach. We'll go to John Sokoloff. John, go ahead.
Hey, Ben. Do you kind of think it's like the youth and the inexperience on that end that makes things difficult kind of late in these games in certain situations? And if so, how do young guys is it just experience that helps them grow from that?
Yeah, it is. I mean, you learn by doing. And, we've had a number of games where, we've had struggled down the stretch making, right reads, plays. But our guys are going to get better, and they're great kids, and they're going to keep working at it. And I have confidence in them. So we've got to grow with them.
We'll swing it over to David Murray. David, go ahead.
Coach, we've talked about the number of close losses these games. How do you take the kids and reward them for being competitive, especially against two tough teams on the road, and yet do what you said, push them to make those other plays? How do you strike that balance with this team?
You know what? These kids can handle it. I mean, they can handle being coached. They're coachable. They understand accountability. So I'm really, that's what makes it so fun to coach these guys. We have really good kids. No one's fighting it. No one's fighting being held accountable. They all get it. Everybody makes mistakes. I make mistakes. So you learn from your mistakes and try to grow and get better.
We'll go back to Joel Coleman. Joel, go ahead.
Ben, this is maybe a me thing, and me not understanding the rules as much as I need to, perhaps. But on the shot clock violation that wasn't, at least by replay and stuff, it would have been a shot clock violation. But what's the rule? Can you not? Is that not a reviewable play?
It's in the last 2 minutes of the game, so that was like two, and it was not out of his hands. That was a huge play. I was sitting next to Matt Dunaway at the game. I said, "Well, what was the deal?" And it's like, "Well, it's a judgment call. He missed it." Yeah, that's a big miss.
We'll swing it back to John. John, go ahead.
Ben, do you think that rule should be changed and it should be able to be kind of reviewed in that instance in a game?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not on the rules committee. I mean, they're worried about finishing games within a 2-hour window for television reasons. So, at what time do they, I think it's a hard question because, they were able, for example, in the last 2 minutes to request a check of the goaltend, and they won that. So, we can't do it with the one and they get the other. It's just, how the ball bounced for us. It's tough.